Oh, welcome back to the second part of Garth Spotlight. We're just going on to talk about Daredevil. And I think this is better as a group. It's a lot of content.
Yeah, 2 seasons worth.
Yeah, so I'll start off the basic of Matt Murdock. And he is literally a blind lawyer. That's like the easiest way to tell you a blind lawyer, but he can tell people's heartbeat. And you don't understand it at the beginning, but he just listens in and he can tell when a person's lying or telling the truth. So he decided to become a lawyer. And that's when a lot of stuff happened. You want to continue from there?
Yeah, so he basically, as a child, he had like nuclear waste or some sort of like biological waste just like splashed onto his eyes, made him completely blind, but then he got super senses, thus he can hear heartbeats, like a bee flapping like a mile away kind of nonsense. And then he met an old man called Stick who taught him kung fu, and so he became a ninja at night and a lawyer during the day. Best way I could probably describe him.
Yeah, as a vigilante.
Yeah.
Out of all of the Defenders, it's going to be Daredevil that's going to be the most popular and the most well known. Because it was also made a film back in the day, which we won't talk about because it was really
We would
bad.
never speak of it again.
Are you kidding? It's an awesome film.
It's okay.
It's enjoyable.
We had
No comment.
We
Yeah.
had like what's his name?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, but like who's the villain in that one again? Bullseye?
No.
It was
It was
Bullseye.
Kingpin.
It was Kingpin.
It was Kingpin who sent Bullseye, right?
Yeah.
And Bullseye just like molesting his forehead.
Yes, I remember that. And we won't get into that because that just ruins the whole movie and my point of being enjoyable.
So besides that,
Well, that's not the point of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, where were we? Daredevil. Yes, Daredevil's a good Daredevil.
No, but here's the thing with like Daredevil, like the way that character's like everything else except maybe just like a Jones to a certain extent, is like the Hand.
The Hand gets introduced, but Daredevil's going through his own trials, and he got cut up, beaten up, and we actually see a night nurse. And she plays a big factor too.
Who also connects literally connects everybody.
So everyone gets injured and everyone needs healing, except
and nobody can go to a hospital because it's America.
Yeah, no.
Well, she got fired as the night nurse when I think it was within Daredevil, and then it was mentioned in Luke Cage that she was just going to become a nurse for specials.
But then she met Danny Rand in a hospital, I think, or
yes, but she wasn't working there.
She wasn't working there.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, she was just
It was an interesting, unique twist of fate moment, right?
Yeah.
The fate that they created to connect all these characters.
She's definitely the most underrated character, and I love her as the nurse. And she started actually fighting back within Iron Fist.
Yes, she fought back with Iron Fist.
That's actually the most realistic thing I've ever seen from a character like her, where it's like, I'm kind of surrounded by crazies everywhere. I should learn how to defend myself.
Well, yeah, that was a really good thing, and that's the lessons that she was taking with the Asian
private
girl.
lessons.
Yeah,
and that's where Iron Fist came in, right? To figure out, well, what was it? To buy that lot? No, to come in to learn Tai Chi.
that's it.
Yes, that was right, and it's just like he wanted to teach it and get paid for it. That's right.
Which is like,
well, I think that wasn't it. Instead of paying rent or paying rent, there was a reason as to why he was doing it.
Yeah.
Which there are other characters who appear like that too, and I'm hoping they come back. But Madame Gao,
yeah,
she's definitely gonna be. She's gonna be a mainstay now.
Well, she's part of the Hand, so she will definitely have an appearance.
Because she was introduced in Daredevil 1, but left the city, came back in Iron Fist, and as we've seen her in the trailer for the Defenders.
Oh yeah, she's definitely in there. I'm actually hoping Punisher makes a comeback.
I thought he was getting his own show.
If he does, that's great too. But it would be nice for him to at least appear in the Defenders.
I don't think so. Only
He
because
might be in a finale appearance, but I think because the Defenders is such a new discourse that's coming out, they're definitely going to want to focus on the main four and then the antagonist.
Because so if you see the Punisher,
I wouldn't be offended if they left him out, but there's always room for him to come back in.
Yeah,
which is perfectly fine. I just want him to be mentioned. I just want him to be like, there's a symbol here. They'll probably have like Easter egg.
Yeah, this definitely be like Easter eggs of just like, oh cool, Punisher strikes again, Daily Bugle. J. Jonah Jameson by line.
Maybe that's a little stretch there. Come on, other than Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's in MCU now.
Yeah. See, I actually was hoping in the long run they actually brought the big name actors to at least swing by, walk into the scene.
No, I don't want that. I don't want to see another Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Or just
No,
like, hey, look at the window. Who is it? Spider-Man like giving a high five to like Tony Stark, like standing on top of Captain America's shoulders, while War Machine like gives it like an approval nod. Like I don't want to hear that.
Okay.
Defenders are already going to be under so much scrutiny with the MCU and the Avengers stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I think they will try and do something different. There were talks that they were going to try and collide the Defenders with the MCU world, but I'm not really sure what's happening with that.
I'd rather see the Defenders show up in the movies. I don't want to see Tony Stark show up in the freaking show.
No.
Because it feels too much of a stretch.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't want Tony Stark near this. But before we go any further, let's just explain Defenders really quickly, right? And Defenders is very simple. You got all the characters we just mentioned now. So Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil all together. And they're going to bring their whole independent macho-ness sort of thing and mesh it together to create a team.
I still love the part when in the trailer, like near the end, or at the very end, you see just like Jessica Jones, like they're all in the subway, just like all tired, and she just like has a beer on her, and just like chugs the whole thing, and then it's like Daredevil and like Luke Cage is going, it's like 2 in the afternoon. It's been a long week.
Yes.
But you can always trust Marvel to add that sense of comedy.
Yeah.
Which is what I really appreciate.
That like nothing is just like straightforward, like intense all the time. It's like, so are we supposed to laugh? We never laugh. Not since like the Great Laughter of like 1983.
Everything has to be dark and twisted. There's no funny elements in here. No,
Dark and Twisted can be funny.
yeah, it's just how
If
you play
done
it,
right. If done right.
So it's like for this one, you were saying that Iron Fist has a lot of emotional stuff. So
Yeah.
I think you were saying earlier he's going to be a pinpoint of the heart.
When we
I
talk
actually
about
agree
the
with that.
creation of a team, each is going to have something that they bring to the table. And I do think that Iron Fist will be the heart. I think he'll be the
Michelangelo?
glue that keeps them together. I think Daredevil will adopt maybe a leadership role.
Yeah, I think so. But he's also very tactical too.
Wait. Do you think Daredevil's gonna be the leader?
I believe so.
Oh wait.
It would make
sense.
common sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
And then that leaves us with Jessica Jones and Luke Cage.
Jessica Jones is gonna be like the brawler.
And see, this is what
I'm
we're...
just going to stop talking about Jessica Jones. But
She's an amazing
she's going to
character.
be in a competition with Luke Cage anyway because they both have similar abilities.
But completely different, what's it called? Not ideologies or point of view, but like completely different backgrounds.
They do. They have different character stories, but the fact that they have similar powers is going to create controversy on who's the strongest and things like that.
No, they already
But-
fought before, like in Jessica Jones, and she technically beat him. It's just that he doesn't take damage.
They did, but does that
Yeah,
still
no,
answer the
one's
question with who
bulletproof.
is stronger?
Yeah.
But like, it's not like they're gonna fight with each other. They've already like been in a relationship, kind of.
I'm just saying to have them both in the same scene. Personally, it would be a little bit boring. If it was the four of them together, I think there's a little bit more there to work on. But if it was just the two of them, I'm a bit confused. I would have.
That's still a fun dynamic for me because like you just see Luke Cage just like walking through bullets, and then Jessica Jones just like plowing through guys like coming up behind him, and then Daredevil and Iron Fist just doing their own thing.
They can play it like that.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. But see, my biggest issue is like it's how you coordinate the team, right? And right now, like you said in the trailers, they split. They're more split than they are together. So
Luke Cage in the front, just in the back, two guys in the middle.
no, they're split. Like we've seen them in scenes where they were just
They're in twos.
Yeah.
Because there's that scene in the trailer with Jessica Jones and Daredevil, and she looks at him and she says, "Oh, you look stupid," because of the mask that he's wearing over his
Yeah.
face. Because
It's
he's
your
not
scarf.
actually in his Daredevil uniform.
yeah.
Because he's obviously one of the ones that's hiding his identity, where the other three are fully exposed.
It'd be funny if like at some point in like the Defenders, Matt Murdock is like, "Man, I'm kind of struggling with my business," and like Dan America, "Really? You could be my lawyer." What?
That would be fun.
He becomes their corporate lawyer.
It would destroy his purpose of being a small business, helping other small businesses.
No. He needs to eat too. That laugh is not cheap.
No. But I can definitely see why he still wants to conceal his identity, because it would make him less effective as a lawyer. So
And he also has Froggy.
yeah.
Who?
His
Foggy. Yeah, that too.
He's a very awesome character.
I actually kind of like Foggy. He's pretty cool in the comics. He's pretty interesting in the show because in the show they give him a lot more depth. Like, you can't just keep lying and hiding things from me. Like, that reaction makes sense.
Okay, so another element I want to go through was choreography.
In terms of fighting,
each character
or...
in each series was done differently in terms of fighting.
Yeah, they all have their own different styles,
Okay.
I think. And it'll be nice to actually see, because it's not something really that cropped into my mind, whether or not each of the series had the same fight choreographers, because there was such...
Oh,
no,
they definitely
change.
did not.
No, they didn't. Okay.
No, because Luke Cage fight scenes were very different from Daredevil's, which was like... Daredevil's was like martial artsy, very like one flow way.
Luke
But
Cage
then he trained with sticks, so you would expect that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Luke Cage had his street smarts and
Yeah.
all
So, like,
that fight club that was going on in the prison.
Exactly. So, like, everything he was doing was mostly like a show of force.
Yeah.
Like, he was like taking a game, like literally walking through people like a tank.
And that's great. It's choreographed very different from the other.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Iron Fist, which was one of the weaker ones, in my opinion, right? And I'm hoping he ups his game. Because he's probably my weak link. I don't know how Jessica Jones fought. How was her fight scene?
Here's the thing. So, she can, like, dish it out. She cannot take it. She's basically glass cannon. Like, if you cut her or shoot her, she's just as vulnerable as anyone else. So, most of her fight scenes, at least if I remember it correctly,
like she had a breakdown moment in Jessica Jones as well, where she didn't think that she could go on and she was going to escape, and I think she bought a plane ticket to get away, but she did come back. But yeah, to me, I think they were just trying to put a female superhero in, and I just don't think it was very well planned out. She was...
For me, she's done it completely right. I would not change a damn thing with Jessica Jones. Because you say that she was going to run away, but her entire... Just to devolve a bit.
Don't go too deep.
I'm not going too deep. She they explain her mentality and her reasoning from her childhood, where she had a completely overbearing mother, or no, a completely overbearing adoptive mother because her family died in a car crash. When her then like the other mother's like, "You're lucky to have me," kind of thing. So the second she grew of age, she kept trying to run. Then when the thing, when then she had powers, and then her sister, adoptive sister, went, "You should use that to help people." And her reward was the poor man kidnapping her for like I don't know how many years before she was able to like luck out and get away from him. And then her immediate reaction was like, gotta run from this too. She kept running because like that's kind of been her solution.
Oh.
She just doesn't come across as a hero to me. She always just looks...
Oh, she does not, but she has a good heart, so she wants to help people. She's convinced to. Then when she does, she's not really rewarded with anything.
That's not her first thing. Her first thing isn't just to help people. That comes on later, I believe.
No, that's how she met the Purple Man. Something was happening. She immediately interjected herself, and her reward was being kidnapped.
She is the darker one of the heroes, right? But the main point is...
Well, they did say she was raped by him, so...
Okay, I'm going to get back to that another day. The concept is she's a hit-and-run character.
Yeah, if for in terms of like fight choreography, like she'll fight, she might take a bullet or she might get cut, but she'll still keep fighting, but she's taking the damage.
Yeah. The thing is, like, you're trying to element all four of these into here. Who will they choose to do that? Because...
For choreography?
Yeah, and it's like, it's not just who, it's just like how. Is the big
it
factor.
It can be easily done because there's so much to work with, because Iron Fist is supposed to be Kung Fu. Same thing with Daredevil. So if those two ever pair together, for Daredevil, just make sure you're concentrating on the fact that he can hear and use his body as a sonar, and Danny Rand is just so attuned to the setting.
You gotta get a good fight choreographer for that, and someone who can film that properly.
Which we've seen with Daredevil.
We did. These two elements are gonna play a big factor with Defenders coming out.
I have complete faith in them, if I'm being honest.
I am so excited for Defenders.
Yeah. I'm hoping they do well. It's just Iron Fist was like I know you enjoyed it.
We hated it.
We broke it down scene to scene, and it was just the choreography could be stronger. But maybe the character wasn't there in terms of his personal experience.
Oh no, for sure no. Only because like whenever you saw full shots of him fighting, he kind of looked like the weaker person. Only in the sense of like, compared like there's so many quick cuts in like one fight scene in particular. They were hiding something in terms of like he can't do this movement. He's uncomfortable doing this. Yeah. He hasn't done this enough to be.
I think you missed the point of Iron Fist. For him, Danny Rand, it wasn't always to resolve things using violence. So that sense of a lack of choreography, I think it symbolizes the fact that
No, only
Fighting was a last resort for him. He did it if he had to.
No, even in scenes
and he
where
could just put them down, so that would encourage a lack of choreography because...
No. The weakness in choreography wasn't so much how he was doing it. It was mostly in terms of... Even when he just had to put people down, it was done in a way that a better... somebody who knew how to fight would have done it a better way, or they had more options with them. With him, you could see the limitations, is all I'm saying.
Alright, so this is great, and we can continue it when Defenders comes out. August 18th?
Yeah, August 18th for Canada.
August 18th, Defenders will be out. We will definitely be binging that. So give that a shot, check it out, and if you liked it, come back. So we guys will see you later.
On the comments below, let us know which series so far has been your favorite.
And what you think about Defenders as well coming out. Are you just as excited as us?
Oh yeah, and why Jessica Jones was amazing.
No. Why Daredevil is amazing.
But do you know what? They're all amazing in their own different right.
True.
A very political answer. With that note, take care, guys. Enjoy.
Peace out.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, you can check out the next video here. If you're in a daring mood, you can select the random video here.